I can't imagine that anybody who's seen the movie Inception doesn't think that shot where they're moving through the rotating hallway, falling through the hallway into the rotating room isn't one of the most amazing shots that you've ever seen in a movie. I absolutely think so. And here's the thing. In that case, there was zero CGI, and that's pretty amazing. And if you do any research at all and you look into it, what they actually did is pretty amazing itself. But I want to be clear about something. One of the big deals is, ooh, no CGI was used. But at that moment in history, CGI was probably going to be at least as expensive as the practical solution they created, or maybe even more expensive, choosing a practical way to do it. The only thing is it probably took longer to do it, although I don't even know if that's true. What they did was amazing. I mean, they took a airport hangar in Canada and they literally built two hallways, one on a gimbal, and it would turn, it would do one full rotation every 6 minutes. So you could do 10 rotations in an hour, which if you're thinking about a hallway, that's pretty fast. And they also had another hallway that was vertical, so they could drop something down the hallway. And one of the really interesting things, they designed a carpet in the hallway and it had stripes in it. But what the stripes were is they were actually a rail system that they attached a camera to, so the camera could literally turn with the room and follow the, oh man, I have to say that it is a pretty amazing piece of cinematography. You got to ask yourself a couple questions though. So one of the things I read said that reportedly making that scene cost between $5 and $10 million. And I paused and I said, wow, that's a lot of money in a world that, you know, has some of the problems we have. But okay, I'll get past the fact that that's a lot of money to spend on making a scene in a movie, CGI or not. But I had to ask myself the question about whether it really did help the story. And my opinion is it absolutely did. It's surreal worldness to that movie. And, you know, the way they bend the world and all the different things that happen, forward motion, backward motion, that being such an incredible moment absolutely added to the magical nature of the movie. I read that it took them weeks and weeks and weeks of training the actors, so much time to learn how to move and the gimbal, you know, in the hallway as the hallway moved. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, turns out there's like 30 videos on YouTube that you can go watch that'll actually show you the contraptions they built and show you how they did it and all that. And I personally think it's pretty magical.